Do you dream of becoming a life coach? Are you hesitating to start your business because you believe that the industry is too crowded? Well, you're in luck, because in this video, I'm going to tell you, one, why it's not too crowded, and two, how you can build a profitable life coaching business, or any coaching business for that matter, from scratch. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Courtney Sanders. I'm a full-time online entrepreneur as well as wife, mom, and I love showing working professionals how to leverage their skills and turn them into businesses online. Now, I became a coach at age 26 with absolutely no experience, but I was able to quit my job and go full-time in my coaching business by the age of 27, and before the age of 30, I had generated over $500,000 in my coaching business online. So I'm here to tell you that if I can do it, you can do it too, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Okay, step number one for building a profitable coaching business from scratch is to start with your most impressive result. Oftentimes we see other coaches online who are coaching in areas that we ourselves are impressed by, and we're thinking, wow, I would really like to go into that field. But what we don't recognize is that you will be able to have the most success in your business if you start with the result that you've gotten that is most impressive to those you want to serve. Oftentimes we downplay our experiences, we downplay our accomplishments, and we think that they're not that big of a deal. However, if you've achieved any result in your life, even a small one that others want to achieve as well, that is where you should start your coaching business. So for me, as I said, I started when I was 26 and had literally no experience, but the one thing that I had successfully done was really increase my self-discipline. So I had gone to college, I had a full ride engineering scholarship, and then I decided that I was gonna cut class in order to learn how to start a business. And at the time I was working on a hair care business. So needless to say, that business didn't do well, and I ended up failing at it, and I found myself in a lot of credit card debt, and I was really struggling to finish school. And so I started blogging and documenting my process to really get out of debt, get back in school, and really just increase my self-discipline. And so over time, as I paid off all the debt and I was able to get back in school and graduate magna cum laude and all those things, people who had been following my journey over the last few years started to say, man, how did you turn it around? How did you buckle down and get so disciplined in order to achieve your dream? So that was a result that I didn't think was that impressive. I was just a college girl who had made some mess ups and figured out how to turn it around. But I had a lot of people asking me exactly how I did that. And so I started my coaching business from that one impressive result. The next thing that you need to do in order to have a successful coaching business is you really need to outline your process. Now, oftentimes we achieve different things, or we learn how to do things on our own, and we just kind of inherently figure out how to do them. However, if you want to be a coach, it's really important that you develop a process that can help other people achieve the same result that you've achieved. So it's not enough to just innately know how to do something but not be able to explain it. So I think we all have like our grandmothers who are really excellent cooks, and we're like, Grandma, how do you make that pie or that recipe? And they can't really explain it to you. They're just kind of like, I don't know, you just take the eggs and a little pinch of this and a little mix of that. That might work for grandmas in the kitchen, but that doesn't work for profitable online coaching businesses. So you're gonna have to really sit with yourself and really ask yourself, how did I achieve this result? And what's a process that I would walk someone through in order for them to do the same? The next thing you need to do, and this is gonna sound kind of backwards, but you need to build your brand. Yes, if you wanna have a profitable coaching business online, it is more important that you develop a brand than it is that you develop a coaching program or any of the other things that a lot of coaches focus on. So as I mentioned, I was able to generate over $500,000 online from my coaching business. And mind you, I didn't have a certification, which we'll talk about in just a little bit, but I was able to do that because I really focused on building my brand first. So before I really put myself out there as a coach, and even before I tried to get clients, I really just developed a brand where I was giving really helpful information about my impressive results. So I started to blog more about self-discipline. I started to tweet more about it, started to post on Instagram, and I started to create a lot of resources for other women like me who are looking to increase their self-discipline, increase their time management, and just really achieve their goals in their lives. So even though that was a few years ago, it's really no different now. I would say because there's so much competition, it's even more important that you do this. So before you develop a coaching program, before you develop, any products, I would say before you even go after a certification, if that's something that you want to do, I would definitely focus on building your brand first. But before we get into the fourth step, I want to hear from you. Are you a coach? Are you a life coach? Are you a fitness coach, business coach, relationship coach? What kind of coach are you? Or if you haven't started your coaching business yet, what kind of coach do you you want to be? I want to know. Go ahead and put it in the comments below. Okay, so after you've done the previous 3 steps, now it's time to create your beta offer. So I'm calling it a beta offer because obviously this is not going to be your perfect coaching offer. I mean, you're brand new, you've never done this before. So once you've identified your impressive result, you've outlined a process that you think you can use to help somebody get from point A to point B, and you've begun to build your brand, now it's time to invite people to join a coaching program of yours that you've put together, but you want to let them know that this is kind of a tester offer. And so because it's a tester offer, you can offer it for a discount or even get your first few clients in for free. And you want to do that because that leads us to our 5th step, which is getting testimonials. So testimonials are huge in the coaching world, and really they're huge in any industry where there are a lot of people in the marketplace. At the end of the day, people want to know that if they work with you, they're going to get the results that they're looking for. And so it's one thing to say, hey, I was able to do this for myself, but it's another thing to say, I was able to do this for all of these people. And so you really want to focus on getting those positive testimonials, even if it means you have to work with your first few clients for free. So after you've done step number 4 and gotten your beta offer, go ahead and really work with those individuals until they achieve a result so that you can then use their testimonial. And so before you even invite them to your program, again, you want to let them know that it's a beta offer, and you want to say, hey, you know, I'm doing this for a discount in exchange for a testimonial. If you feel that I've done a good job, you know, do you give me permission to use your testimonial after this program is over? And so from there, you can begin to use those testimonials in your branding and on your social media and on your website in order to attract new clients. Okay, so those are the 5 steps that I recommend for you if you want to start a profitable coaching business from scratch. But as I mentioned, I was able to build a profitable coaching business without a certification. So in my next video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that, and I'm going to talk about whether or not you need a certification as a life coach, a business coach, or any other coach that you might want to be. So subscribe if you haven't already to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when that video is live, and leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.